Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstVocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Vibrato, no vibrato, vibrato. There. Yeah. So if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, there's lots of extra content that you can access. I'll do early release of reactions, you can become a reaction, I'll do little blog posts here and there, and you can also suggest a reaction and fast track it, like Christopher has done. So Christopher has become a patron and has decided that he wants to hear, or watch even, a reaction to Sandy Lam from The Singer, or I Am a Singer 2017. So the entire title is in Chinese, so I put it through Translate, and I think the song is called Beaches.
It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
But I'm not 100% sure. So if you do know, then tell me in the comments, because I'd be very interested to know. But let's fast track this reaction and get it going. Get it going. Get it going. That was weird. Oh, only blue. Nice. So, I don't know if this is an appropriate place to stop, but that's where we're stopping. Her voice is so delicate, like it feels like it needs to be protected at all costs. It's just so tiny and intimate. So she's achieving this by she's taking the effort level down several notches. This is just letting that noise escape her. Now, it's actually quite difficult to do that. I mean, if you're a singer that's used to belting, then toning everything down can be a near impossible task. But if she's kind of experienced in like pop recordings and stuff, then it should be something that she's used to. I mean, it sounds like she is. So it's very aspirate. We've spoken about aspirate before. That just means that it's nice and airy, that it's got this kind of mist to it, that there's nothing that's very abrupt happening. All the phrases kind of glide in, and it's just giving this lovely soft feeling, so very at ease. But also, I mean, it sounds a little bit like she's dealing with a bit of emotional turmoil. I can't translate the lyrics, but yeah, she's kind of bearing her heart here. I also liked that she went from a kind of an airy mid space to a very, very sharp high note, and it just gave it this lovely kind of flip kind of element to it. Usually a flip's the other way around, where it would be thick on the bottom, like ah, and the high bit is nice and airy. This was almost exactly the opposite way around. It was airy at the bottom and nice and sharp at the top. Just gave it this lovely kind of push and pull. Very good. Let's keep going. They're all so excited. That's really nice. I just want to kind of draw attention to something. Now, it's to do with her singing, but a lot of people base singing talent on how big you can make a sound. Whoa! Like, it has to be crazy all over the place. This is such a simple song. It's so beautifully presented, and look at the way that the audience are reacting. They're all like itching in their seats. They're so happy to be hearing it and experiencing it. And I just think that it's very telling that, you know, it doesn't always have to be like amped up to like 11. Sometimes some understated work can really connect with your audience in a more powerful way. So it's one of these things, it's a choice, isn't it? What kind of singer do you want to be? I'm sure you can dip into both, but something to consider. Starting to build. Oh, I like that note. That little crescendo that she did up there, or a build up through her scale, that last note was so unexpected. It kind of sat almost like a half step of where you thought it was going to go, and then when she just held it, just gave it this really weird dynamic that was beautiful. I love stuff like that. It almost sounded spooky. The ease of all this is just really coming through. Like, I'm just relaxed as anything. I'm relaxed as a very relaxed thing watching this, because she is just doing this in the most effortless way possible. It's just like a master stroke. I'm really digging this. Bit of a build. Oh, that was delicious. Oh, wow, okay. That was beautiful. What a good job. Like, the whole performance was just enchanting. That's the thing, the word that's jumping out at me is enchanting. Like, she was weaving a spell slowly and steadily, and the more she got into the song, the more I was just like unable to pull away, if that makes sense. Really interesting choices in the way that she goes up and down in her scales. She'll pick like a note that's totally left field that you're not expecting, and it kind of pulls you out of that like slumber, that comfort that you're in, and it kind of wakes you up and you're like, oh. So her choices are just incredibly clever. And I really want to hear more. Like, I really want to hear more. She was pulling up into kind of a more intense sound as the song kind of went on, but again, her effort level didn't really increase. So it wasn't even a particularly loud sound. She just pulled that tone back down into kind of her chesty mixed resonance, and let it kind of sit there. It wasn't punched out. It was quite back placed, if that makes sense. Just very, 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 very good. And thank you very much to Christopher for suggesting it. I have had that suggestion a few times and I've just not had a chance to get to it. So it's nice to have a deadline to work to, like, get it done. And here I am, getting it done. So I hope you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how am I going to buy this one? I like that little sliding scale she did down. So let's just do that. So thank you so much for joining me. And now I have to say bye. How nice is that collection of notes, by the way? How nice is that collection of notes? Oh, so tasty. So tasty. So tasty. Bye.